Hi everybody, welcome to another video, and in this video I want to talk about discernment and intuition, because in my opinion both go hand in hand. Intuition is the voice, the sixth sense, our sixth voice, so to speak, our sixth sense of higher knowing. Intuition can come in a lot of different forms. It can come in the form of really a visceral feeling in the belly, but can also come in the form of a small whisper through your higher consciousness. And most forms of intuition manifest in different ways. That belly feeling, that gut feeling is like that's a kind of intuition that manifests in situations where it's more pertinent, or where there is pressure, where you need to make the right decision, and then you have like this gut feeling, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this or that, maybe I should do that. That's actually your higher consciousness helping you in the moment, giving you a very strong signal through your gut, almost, so to speak, of, you should take this path. So because your intuition, your higher consciousness is always there for you and wants to help you. So your intuition is the voice of your higher consciousness, but also your subconscious, because your higher consciousness and your subconscious both are in the same way accessible, because we can access our bigger, a greater being through our subconscious. So we really have to take note of that. But sometimes it also comes in a more, subtle form, like a small voice, like whispering, maybe you should do this or do that. And I'm sure most of us have experienced this in their lives, at a certain point in their lives, all these different phenomena of intuition. So when it comes to the small voice, it really helps to cultivate your intuition through meditation. The more you are connected to spirit, the better your intuition will function. Usually the intuition doesn't function as well if you're like in a depressed state, or if you're down, or you're scrambled, or you're scattered. That's when your intuition may not work that well, although it will always work, for example, in life-threatening situations where your gut feeling tells you to do something, where you almost act out of instinct. That's your intuition too. So it can manifest in a variety of ways. And next to intuition is also discernment. Discernment and intuition go hand in hand, in my opinion. Discernment is, I would say, the act of seeing truth, the act of being able to separate false lies from truth. And that's something that is very, very necessary in these times today. There's so much lies spewed upon us through the media, through our education system, in society. I mean, I'm a conspiracy theorist, and most of the people watching this will probably be. I don't have to tell you how much lies there are in today's world. So discernment is really, really important. And discernment is also a tool that we can sharpen, because discernment is a combination of logic, facts, overviewing the facts, and intuition, or like gut feeling. And for example, when you look at a certain situation and you review the facts about that situation, and then with that reviewing of the facts, you add in your intuition, and then you get discernment. That's true discernment. So discernment is not just, sensing something. No, it's also, it's a combination of physical and spiritual. It's a combination of data and intuition. So you review the facts, and then you let it sink in. You try to look at the situation objectively, and you follow also your intuition in this. To what conclusion does your intuition lead you to? And discernment is really important, not only for spiritual, for politicians in today's world, for events that are happening, but also for certain spiritual teachers. I've had my discernment working, and sometimes it was a small voice. And I remember telling this story in other times. There was this teacher from, famous spiritual teacher from Holland, and people said, you have to check him out. And I checked him out, and my intuition was like saying, there's something wrong with this guy. I just felt it in the way he was giving a speech, and I could see it was like feeding his ego. And it was subtle, but I saw it. And I told it to those people. I said, I don't really trust him. And people were angry at me. How can you say he's a great spiritual teacher? How can you say that about him? But then turns out that he wasn't, you know, and he got, you know, exposed. Somebody from his inner circle committed suicide. He was based in Sedona. He had to flee there. So, and I actually, I mean, not to brag, but I called it, and other people, some people couldn't see it. So it's really important that your discernment has to be really working in these times. We can't go through these times naively. And getting rid of of letting go of naivete is really building your intuition, building your discernment, and building your trust in them. You know, trust is like a muscle you have to train. The more you trust your intuition, the more you trust your discernment, the better you will get at it. Trust it's an alchemical process of all these things together, where you build those qualities within yourself. And if you're wrong, I mean, we all make mistakes. We're human. We're all, you know, some moments we're all wrong. We've all had it in our life that we made a wrong call, but keep trusting yourself, keep trusting your intuition, and you will get there. So this is what I wanted to share in this short little video about intuition. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It really helps me. Thank you, and see you in the next video.